Hey everybody, we're just going to talk a little bit more about what's going on with Trevor Lawrence and why we're doing some of the exercises that you're seeing in some of these video clips. So Trevor had a left shoulder injury, he had a labral repair. He's had some issues with that left side. It's his non-throwing side, but got really aggravated during the semifinal game of his college career against Ohio State. So after he, finished college football, we were prepping him ready for the combine. I just noticed more issues with this left shoulder. Had him go see a surgeon down in LA, Dr. Elatraj, and he decided that it would be best to do the surgery right now and get him ready to be able to be functioning by the time he gets drafted and into camp in August. So with a labral injury, we're really focusing on stability, rhythmic stability, range of motion. Everything has to be pain-free because there's anchors. Anchors are in the shoulder, and we just got to make sure that those stay nice and tight, but at the same time helping building the muscle all around it. So a lot of these exercises are more specific to the scapular stabilizers, like the rotator cuff, serratus anterior, lower trapezius. Those are the main ones that we want to really target because those are the guys that are closest to the shoulder joint. All the bigger muscles like the deltoids, the rhomboids, the upper traps, those will kind of come along with all the other exercises that he'll be doing, with us, but then at the same time with his strength and conditioning coach who's helping building up his overall mass in his upper body, lower body. For us as rehab specialists and movement specialists, we want to make sure that he's really targeting the smaller muscles. So you can see some of the exercises here, really focusing on the rotator cuff. You can see some stuff side-lying because we want to work on shoulder stability, but at the same time, also rhythmic stability and control with the little weighted ball, just to kind of help build up his strength with the little muscles again. And range of motion is always important at the end of the day. We need to have full range of motion, flexion, abduction, internal, external rotation. It's going to take time. It's still early in his rehab process, but we want to make sure that that's kind of getting back to normal between 4 to 6 months post-surgery. And so a lot of the stuff that we do on the table is more of the manual side, with some of the Therex side, with some rhythmic stability as well, with the little ball inside the shoulder sphere to kind of help stability. It's kind of similar to a body blade, but kind of targets little different muscles. So we're really trying to focus on why, how do we get this strong? How can we prevent it from happening again? Kind of putting him in some awkward positions, putting him in positions where he has to really work on stability. The key thing here is not just doing open chain, but also doing some more closed chain ones, which you see here with some of the sideline rotations on his elbow. That's called a closed chain exercise for the shoulder. For the lower extremity, it's very common. You see squats as open chain. Squats are closed chain versus knee extensions are more of an open chain exercises. So same idea for the upper extremity. This is open chain, but if you're firmly against the mat or the wall, this becomes now a closed chain exercise for the shoulder. And what we're trying to do here is when you're doing an open chain exercise, you see here my humerus is moving on a fixed scapula, just like that. But now when you go closed chain, now the humerus is stable, and what we're trying to do here is move the scapula on a fixed humerus, which also helps increase the rotator cuff strength dramatically, because we know through research closed chain exercises are always much more beneficial than open chain exercises to help build hypertrophy and muscle mass.